everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, is it just me, or does it seem like everybody, and I mean everyone, is coming out and criticizing Meghan Markle's, Instagram little, whatever you want to call it, her little videos and whatnot she's putting out where she's acting like a teenager. And it's been pointed out her new as ever sign off. Some say it's because Princess Diana signed off letters like that sometimes. And someone else said they think it's a combination of as if from that movie. What's the name of that movie again? You know the one I'm talking about. The girls as if, right? Yeah, a combination of that and whatever. Because of course, Megan's a California girl, right? So these would have been when she was growing up phrases that she would have used. So it could have been that. Clueless. That was the movie Clueless. Yeah. So and it turns out she copied the name as ever from a company that already exists that sells clothing. And it's not the first time Megan's stolen someone else's name. Also, the logo with the palm trees and the birds, she stole from a town in Spain. But this is, we all know Meghan copies everyone and steals other people's names of their companies. Remember in the very beginning when Harry and Meghan got together, when they first opened an Instagram account called Sussex Royale, a football fan who lived in the town of Sussex, and the football team was called the Royals, and so he had Sussex Royale for his Instagram. He had it first, and Harry and Meghan just took it away from him. So he woke up the next day with his screen name changed. So this is nothing new for Harry and Meghan. They just do whatever they want. And even Meghan's Instagram name, it just says Meghan. You can't tell me that she didn't steal that from someone. Someone else had to have had that first, or else it was held or something. There's no way just Meghan wouldn't have been taken already, right? Her real name's Rachel. It's just called Rachel. It's on her passport, according to Crazy Days and Nights. But anyways, but every now it just seems to me, I don't know, after following them for so long, it's like suddenly suddenly everyone, the mainstream media and whatnot, people are, everyone is criticizing her. And it's like, where have you been the past 7 years? They're finally realizing what an idiot, fake, phony CIA honeypot for Obama, that she is. Really just realizing now. I mean, Harry's involvement with censorship didn't wake him up. I guess it didn't bother them. I don't know. But anyways, I just want to see how's Megalodon taking it, because it seems like, after that whole fiasco with the disaster tourism, and again, that wasn't the first time she did something like that. She was in Uvalde. Why didn't everybody jump on her with Uvalde more? It's just, this is stuff she's been doing all along. She's been doing the same thievery and ghoulish, nasty, evil behavior all along. Her and Harry are very evil. So anyways, I want to see how's Meghan taking it, but Hollywood looks like really turn on her now. She's got A-listers, B-listers coming at her, and she is just, everybody hates her, right? Her and Gavin Newsom, for, of course, obvious reasons. They're both enemies of America. They're traitors. They're Satanists. They're trying to destroy this country and humanity. So let's talk. How's Meghan? But Meghan's ego is very shallow, and she acts, fragile, and she's probably gonna, pretend to get sick now and blame everyone for it or something. Like, what's she gonna do? Her narc rage is gonna be going all off the charts. So but that really was a horrible video. What the hell was she thinking with that? I'm trying to act all cutesy after she did the whole thing with accusing the royal family of racism and all this other nonsense. I don't know what. They're just trying to drive us crazy, because thinking of her working as a CIA, front woman there to be a distraction, obviously, but she's just making herself look crazy. And Duchess of Narcissus did a good video, pointing out how crazy Meghan looks. Like, she really does look like she's one flown out of the cuckoo's nest. And so is Harry. Harry, we know, is already certifiably insane. The both of them are crazy AF. They literally insane. They both need to be, what is it, 55-50? They have the number in California to be sectioned away. They're definitely, the drugs or just everything else, the MK Ultra, whatever's going on with them. They both need to be institutionalized, in my opinion. So let's see, how's Megalodon taking all those criticisms from everybody, both sides, left, right, center, wherever you get it? Everybody is done with her. They're sick of her. They're disgusted by her. They can't stand her. She gets on everyone's nerves. How's Meghan taking it? And what's she gonna do about it? What's gonna happen next? What do you think? Yeah, and how's Harry? How's Hairball? Obviously, for whatever reason, the folie à deux, they're sticking together. Yeah, let's see. How's Meghan doing? I don't know why she thought that video was going to save her or something, or try to improve her image with her stupid show. She's going to actually add 5 images of her walking around people's homes that were burned down into her show. She thinks that's going to help. Yeah, in between making dumplings for her friends, or whoever those friends were. She hired those people. There's no way. Let's see. How's Megalodon doing? How's she doing? How crazy is she? Is she crazy, or is she crazy like a fox? I'm just getting paid big bucks to do this. Yeah, she could be manipulating everybody. She wants to get everybody, again, Harry and Meghan, they want to incite you, get you worked up and angry, and then they can play the victims, right? That's what they love doing. They've been doing this for years. They're experts at it. Let's find out what's going on with Megalodon. How's she taking all this criticism? How's she taking it? Let's see what the cards show. Okay, general attitude. Oh, 5 of Swords. Oh, revenge. Oh man, she wants to take down all their accounts. I guess it's like she takes my accounts down. She's trying to figure out a way to hack people. And by the way, Dr. Makis and Joseph Campbell, both their Twitter accounts were hacked the next day after they did an interview together about IVM and cancer. So hacking into people's accounts, taking them down, that is the warfare of the globalists that Harry and Meghan are aligned with. When they get mad at you, they take down your account or they hack your account. And they got into all of Dr. Makis's, private messages in there, were posting things that cryptocurrency things. But it was definitely making it look like it was just a regular cryptocurrency hacker. But it looks like it was probably aligned with CIA intelligence doing it. The fact that both of them at the same exact time were hacked to the same thing. And the hackers changed the phone number, changed the name, and Dr. Makis, a very prominent person, was contacting support at Twitter X, and he wasn't getting anywhere for days. He had to ask people who followed him on his Substack to say something on his behalf to get his account back. He did finally get it back after 4 or 5 days, but only after crowdsourcing support. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's the same thing with YouTube. They never give my account back. They never tell me why they took it down. I have to go and pester them on Twitter and say, "Why'd you take my account down?" And then they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, medical misinformation. Yeah, that must have been it." They don't know. You get some telemarketer somewhere on another side of the world, making up answers. It's just ridiculous. Or it's AI probably. Well, anyways, back to Megalodon. It just reminds me of this because she wants to take down everybody's account that's criticizing her. She's figuring out ways, trying to hack them. And of course, she's setting her Sussex squad. Her Sussex squad are earning their money now. I'll tell you what, they're very busy. Chariot politics, pushing her agenda. She wants victory over them, but she wants it in her sneaky, illegal, nasty trolls and with her deplatforming people and other nasty tricks through satanic cabal. So this revs up her and her evil satanic friends to all act more evil, and now they're going to seek revenge. How dare you criticize the evil one here, Megalodon. And it fires them up to be more evil. And that's all it is. It's all about evil. Harry and Meghan are just evil. Oh, and there's the Empress, is the mother card. They're creating something new. This is what Meghan's trying to portray herself as, of course, the mother, whether it's Princess Diana or the happy little housewife in the kitchen cooking for her hubby. And all that nonsense that she's trying. It's the perfect mother. This is like the white dress she was wearing in the picture with the child running through the fields, you know. I mean, all this nonsense. She's suddenly trying to change herself from the victim of structural racism to, oh, just the happy mother, cooking away in the kitchen and playing with the children. But yeah, she's angry and she wants to push her agenda in politics, and she wants to push her way and push past all these people criticizing her. She wants to be like, I'll show you. I'll show you. Base of it all, Page of Cups. So she's really thinking fancifully here. She's not in reality. Just look, her and Harry are both out of touch. Obviously, they're high and they're this and that. So she really thinks she can pull this off. She thinks that she can just be, Miss Cutesy, and this is going to work. And yeah, so she really thinks she can convince everyone that this is going to work. This is her new branding. She really feels like it'll work in her head. So far, though, Magician reverse, of course. In the past, it's been very difficult because she is too lazy. Nothing she's tried to do. And of course, we get the Magician. And as pointed out in the music of her original, launching this thing on January 1st, they're always using magic, right? Magic's a key word. And of course, magics with their spell work, their satanic spell work they do. But it hasn't been working. Their magic hasn't been working so far. The chickens that she's been sacrificing, they haven't been doing the job. So she mainly because her and Harry are just too lazy to do anything. I mean, this is about personal effort, right? You've got to do it. You've got to do the work. But Meghan's like Meghan in the kitchen here. You've got to put the effort in. But that's not Meghan. Meghan doesn't know how to. She just wants to show up, giggle, and laugh, and have a show, and have everybody else do all the work, right? It's ridiculous. So that's the reason, her laziness and her inability to do anything. She has no skills, as we all know. So, but she still wants to get that attention and get that hit show. And she wants to be seen, as someone who's important, even though she never has been, never will be. So excuse me, what is she expecting? What's she expecting to happen? Oh, the Hermit. My, oh my. So she's expecting to be seen as an expert. She does want to be seen. She is getting older, as she knows. So she is expecting that she's going to get better at this, and that she's going to ultimately be seen as a Martha Stewart of sorts, or whatever it is she's aiming for. So she has high expectations. She wants to be high above everybody else. She wants to be a slash of a combination of Gwyneth Paltrow goop and Kim Kardashian and royalty, So she thinks she can do it. She thinks she can be, top of the field here, and she's going to show them. She really thinks that she can really pull this off. She's delusional AF. So, but she really thinks that she can be seen as an expert and somebody better. And of course, I know people are going to say it's the Harry card. Yeah, you could say she sees it as, she does want her life away from Harry and trying to find, and she's going to use him, of course, to boost her. I mean, of course, in her video, she had him allegedly, videotaping it with her camera. But at the same time, it looked like she was holding the camera. So kind of didn't make any sense, but whatever. There you go. That's Meghan for you. But either way, major arcana, she's ever expecting very high expectations. So what's she worried about or not want? Oh my, yeah. She doesn't want to be criticized, and she doesn't want any more fights with anyone or drama or being, getting in any cat fights. She doesn't fight back. She doesn't say anything back to these people. When people criticize her, she goes under. Like she isolates herself. This could be seen as she's going to isolate herself. She's doing the royal don't complain, don't explain. just like when Justine Bateman criticized that she just made one statement. Her and Harry were disappointed, or whatever the statement was. Forget the exact word they used, but that's all they said. They said, "Oh, Harry and Meghan are, hurts," or whatever they said by the comment. But that's it. That's it. They don't say anything more. They don't clap back to just like she didn't address Justine and say, "Oh, I think Justine should stop being sort of witch," or anything. Like she didn't do that. Instead, she got with Harry. Her and Harry made a statement from the office, right? The Duke and Duchess of nothing, and because they isolate, they put themselves on a pedestal up here, up in their mountain, and they're like, "Oh, we're very disappointed in that comment." They don't. So she can't handle it. She can't handle an argument. This is a woman that allegedly wants to get into politics. Obviously, she just wants to be placed into something because she can't debate to save her life. But she can threaten people and deplatform them and censor them, no problem. It's always behind the scenes. She has her Mars in the 12th house. If her birth chart is correct, which I don't believe her birthday. So if she was born, as they claimed, was it August 8th, 1981? I know it's the wrong date, so I probably shouldn't say it. But anyway, she only wants to fight dirty and behind the scenes with her political connections and her CIA connections. But she doesn't want to get into any going back and forth. She's not going to sit down and have it out. You know what I mean? She won't do it. She will have this facade of being Princess Diana. I don't fight with people. No. I'll just rip you down afterwards and hack your accounts and kill your dog, when you're not around. That's more her style. Five of Swords. So what's she hoping for? Eight of Wands. Well, she is hoping that everybody watches it. With all this hubbub about it and everybody criticizing it, is giving it more traction. I mean, Eight of Wands here. Click, click, click. Article, reaction, video, news report. So, I mean, that's what she's hoping for. She wants the attention. The clicks, she gets the money, she gets the clicks, so she's still getting that attention. And that's what she's hoping for. That's what it's about. It's about talk about me. I'm just going to twirl around in the kitchen in my flower dress, and you can all, tweet about it tomorrow. So, it's her job. That's what she's expecting. That's what she wants. How's Harry influencing her with this situation? And I get, Tower reverse. Well, Harry's not much help, not a surprise. Yeah, he's got his own problems, major problems. Of course, for the cards you think of, the Tower reverse, trying to rebuild himself with the disasters that he's dealing with. I saw an article. I don't know if it was a real article or not on Twitter saying that he was considering suing Trump. He's so crazy with the lawsuits with Megalodon. I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, is there a lawsuit that Harry wouldn't start at this point? I mean, that's all he does all day. That would be interesting. But anyways, yeah, he's a disaster and a half and completely useless as Meghan. So they're two peas in a pod, of course. So she's also kind of a distraction from this Harry's visa issues as well as everything else he's got going on. So yeah, there's that. And of course, we can't forget the USAID and all the money with Africa Parks and everything else. The Invictus, the Ingriftus games and it connects to NATO and all that. Anyways, so back to Megalodon. This is about Meghan here. She's going to isolate herself from people, but she wants to be seen as she's just such a great mother like Princess Diana. But she's lazy, can't do anything. She's delusional. She's nasty and wants to rip everyone down. And she still wants to push her political agenda or political aims. She still thinks that she can push her way to the top. She still thinks she climbed her way into the royal family. She's not done. She still wants to keep going. She has to climb to the top of Hollywood. So what's going to happen next? What's she going to do next? Oh, my. Wow. I'm getting star. Woo. This is her favorite card, Major Arcana. Well, I see something big happening here. I think this show is going to really put a spotlight on her more so than ever. And I think a lot more people are going to be paying attention and talking about her. She's going to be, Netflix is really going to push her. And again, Netflix is pushing her company now and pushing her. So this is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a lot bigger than expected. I think that it may be more dare I say, at least initially, more successful or a bigger push out there than we would imagine. It has been so far, really, been pushed more than we have seen so far, but I'm getting a very positive card for what's happening next. They're really going to push her hard. Netflix is really going to support her big time. And she may get the backing of some top Hollywood types somewhere besides Netflix, anyways. But of course, Netflix also got USAID funds. But anyhow, and in the long term, ow. In the long term, yeah, it's dead in the water. It's gonna end quickly, and it's disaster. Yeah, so this is going to be destroyed. She may be destroyed too. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is like what's happening next. Well, things great. Megan's looking all dressed up in her designer clothes and she's, out signing, jams, I guess. And then it's over and out like a light switch, like boom. I don't know what exactly is gonna take her out, but it's gonna be looking like high, and then crash and burn. Wow. Yeah. So not a surprise. It's gonna end swiftly, probably after just one season, if that long. But she's gonna be milking it. She's gonna put her best out there. She's giving it all she's got. She really thinks she can do it, but again, she is delusional AF. Keep me insane. All right, so there you have it. That is what I see for how Megalon's Dawn's doing in her new show. So I hope you enjoyed this. So please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.